Caesarea, Top Mix, Suya Joint, Fort Hill Grill in District 7. Appetizers, drink specials, spit your bars, network event, and giveaways. 21 and up with proper ID, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more info, go to sparkbarcrawl.eventbrite.com. It's the Bars Volume 1 Boston Black Bar and Restaurant Tour.
Have questions about the COVID vaccine or booster? Need help making the right decision for you? The COVID vaccine and booster have been proven as safe and effective options and are now readily available to adults and children alike. Harbor Health wants to help make sure our community is healthy and safe. Visit hhsi.us/COVID vaccine for help with vaccine information. Let's make our community a COVID-safe harbor for everyone. Get your booster now. Brought to you by your friends at Harbor Health.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Hi, Rosa. How are the kids? Good. But I have a question about the COVID vaccine. Kids who had COVID have immunity, right?
True. They have some immunity, but also true, vaccines strengthen that immunity.
But how do you know if it's safe? The vaccine was developed so fast.
True. It was fast. Also true, scientists had a head start. They've been studying similar viruses for years. Have questions about kids and the COVID vaccine? Know the facts. Find the truth. Visit boston.gov/COVID facts.
How healthy is your heart? Believe it or not, half of the country has at least one risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Hi, I'm Senator Liz Miranda from Massachusetts. February is American Heart Month, a perfect time to focus on our overall health and well-being. It is important to know that high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking increase the risk of heart disease. But did you know women, rural Americans, and racial and ethnic groups are also disproportionately impacted? While not all of these factors are controllable, we can take preventable steps to stay healthy. Regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, and not smoking are a good place to start. Make an appointment with your healthcare provider today to assess your risk. If you have heart disease, monitor your blood pressure and keep up with your healthcare visits. For more, visit womeningovernment.org.
Spark FM.
Medication. Your medication makes me high.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com.
Turn us up.
She like man, we ride. Big ride, big ride, big.
Spark FM.
Morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Am I on? Can people hear me?
Gotta adjust your camera.
Who? Can they see me?
Yeah.
Oh, my camera.
Yes,
I don't know how to do that. Oh, it's not this. I got it wrong. Hold on a second. Let me adjust my settings. My hair looks crazy. But anyways, good morning, everyone.
This one right here on the computer.
We're kind of all over the place. This cord, Trini. This black, this thin one. This one.
You know why we all over the place.
This one.
Super Bowl weekend.
It's
Super Bowl party.
You know, a lot going on this weekend.
Whole lot.
Anyhow, good morning, everybody. Here we go. We're gonna get it together real quick, right quick for you. Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody is doing good. It is Saucy in the morning. We've got lots of special guests in the house this morning because there's all kinds of things going on here. Can y'all hear me? Because I can't hear myself. Anybody hear me? I can't hear me.
Can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us?
Who hear us?
Levels?
I don't know. Is
Give me a heart. Give me a heart if you can hear us in the comments. Give me a heart.
Yes. There we go. There's the camera. We can hear you. Oh, good. Everybody can hear us. That's good. Good morning, everyone. Hello. How are you all doing? We are coming off of a huge weekend. Lots of things going on. I might still be a little hung under. Because I had a time this weekend. So anyhow, I might be hanging around or something. I don't know what it's called. Good morning, Pastor Troy. Morning, even Disa, Anna, August, Leo, Dixie. Everybody checking in. Good morning. I'm glad that you all can hear me. And it's good to be here. Sauce is in the building, but she's taking care of a little business right now. So we have in the house, we have Coach Chris, we have Big Trini, we have Tajay, and we have me, Miss Tony. I am here. Good morning. How is everybody doing? We're going to do a quick check-in, roll into the show, get things started, give you guys, we've got lots of good things to talk about with you guys this morning. And yeah. How are you, Coach Chris?
Me, I'm excited. I just watched the Super Bowl game. I actually went to a Super Bowl party.
Did you?
With my cousins-in-law and my wife.
I'm jealous.
And it was amazing. They had everything that I could not eat.
Oh.
But everything they cooked was amazing.
What did they have? Tell me. You know,
like
I like
tacos and all this fancy high maintenance. You know, they on a rich food.
Oh, Dion.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
if I knew Dion was gonna have a party, I would have came down there.
You should have came down.
Nobody told me
Had
nothing.
some good wings.
Oh.
Had a good weekend. I'm on a 10. I'm feeling energized.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. And Big Trini, how are you today?
Good, darling. Good.
You're looking good.
Yes. Just came back from the gym.
You be gymming, man. You be making me feel bad about myself inside.
Wait. Every morning.
I know, because I be like, look at Big Trini be up in that gym every morning, all early in the morning too.
Yeah, I got a good team.
That's awesome. What team? What gym do you go to?
Planet Fitness on River Street.
That's awesome. I'm gonna go there.
Still playing for Planet Fitness?
Still playing for Planet.
When ADSL's got only $10 membership, all for a whole month.
It's close and they open at. I like this. It works.
ADSL got a treadmill?
No, they got the steps.
Tread your ass up and down them damn steps. That's cool. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Coach Chris, this morning. You look fresh and glowy.
He do though. He does.
I'm
glowing.
Happy.
I'm very happy.
That's good. Saucy, how are you? How was your weekend?
It was wonderful. I had such a great time.
Nice.
We bonded. We tripped. Road trip. And I loved it. I liked every moment of it. We had good eats, good drinks, good all the things, good company. It was just very, very fun.
It was just what the doctor ordered. I had a great time. We trekked out to Brooklyn on Saturday after we laid Big Wayne to rest, which was wow.
Yeah, I mean, big shout outs to the organizers of that. What a beautiful and very special send off to our good friend Big Boss Wayne. In his fashion, you can feel his presence out there as they, sent him home. A big truck. Big shout out to Lucky who, constructed a truck for us. Built a truck. for the children.
Yeah.
It was crazy. We didn't get to the cemetery.
I want my send off just like that.
Me too.
But I want my truck a little bigger.
Me too. I thought the same
carnival,
thing.
You know what I mean? That was the Juve.
That was a Juve truck. That's all you need for a
Was it like it wasn't like a DMX truck? They sent them off, but it was
a
traditional.
It was a U-Haul with an open trailer.
Yeah.
And they had 6 top monitors, powered monitors, and 2 subs.
Yeah. There's an echo.
We were in this cemetery with that truck.
Yeah.
Like they put him over the corner. They had 2 other funerals going on, and it was a party in the cemetery. But you're supposed to celebrate that. You're celebrating his life. He was a DJ.
I was seeing people dancing and stuff, but that's what Sauce was saying. Like, imagine the other people who was there trying to funeralize their people, and y'all out there having a party.
The funny thing is, I went through one of the I parked way on the other side of the cemetery, not knowing. I walked through, standing. I'm like, this I don't know none of these people.
That's not the one.
And music was good.
Yeah.
And I don't know who was playing, but they was real versatile because the family I was standing with was a Haitian family. And they started playing Copa music. I
Check,
was
check,
like,
check.
They on point. They on point.
That is, yeah. I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm not excited. You know, like it was for somebody like Wayne. I think that's exactly. I could have seen in my brain. I could have seen Wayne attending that.
Yeah.
Like just going around giving everybody silent hugs.
Yeah.
That's what he did. He'll just hug you and just keep on going. Like there's not a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
It's just just doing whatever gets on it.
I believe they stopped by his house as well.
Oh, did they? Did they go by? Did they drive by?
His house, yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, because that's kind of on the way.
Right.
I can see that. Right. But yeah, it was really. I mean, the amount of people that were there, inside of the church, outside of the church, the music, it was really, really nice to see. And we didn't attend the whole thing, but it was really, really just, a great send off for a great person. And then we headed out to New York and just, hung out, chilled out, had a great, great time. Good food, good music, good relaxation. We stayed in the cutest little hotel in Red Hook. You know Red Hook?
Yes, I do know Red Hook.
You know Red Hook. Well, of course you
Oh, okay. It's working now. Because I'm like, what phone is on?
I think it's me.
Your phone. Oh,
my computer wasn't on mute. I just muted it.
Okay. I think that everything should be good right now. You guys could all hear us nice and clear. Everything looks good. Everything feels good. All right. Yes.
And
Sauce to the rescue.
And Tajay, how are you doing? All right.
Tasha is doing all right. With that said, we are going to get right into the show. Saucy and Friends in the Mornings officially starts right now that we have done our check-ins. I'm not going to do all that fancy things as which Tristan has done. But I got you. Because it is a great day. It is a great time, and we are having a good time here. We are having a great time. So let's get into the show. Let's go.
Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
All right. Yes. Oh, look, we a team. We're the winning side today, Big Trini. We are the winning side. Let's get into the store. Let's get into the show. Let me see. All right, here. This is sad. A 16-year-old girl stabbed a 21-year-old girl and killed her. Oh, is that what we're doing? Is that what the children are out here doing? Stabbing each other and killing them? First one. I just dived right into. A 16-year-old girl is facing multiple charges, including murder. It's in connection with a stabbing in Boston, Jamaica Plain neighborhood that left a woman dead and another teenager injured, according to authorities. What is she? Marvel comic? She's just stabbing people? Boston police said officers assigned to District E13 responded to a call shortly before 5 p.m. Saturday after a person stabbed at 5 Woodside Ave in Jamaica Plain. They don't even be stabbing people in Jamaica Plain.
Right.
It's such a nice neighborhood.
It's just not...
with beautiful tree huggers and people in Birkenstocks.
I mean, which street in Jamaica Plain?
That's true.
What the name of the street is?
Yeah, because it gets a little
near those brick buildings.
Both victims were transported to separate Boston hospitals. One of the victims, a 21-year-old woman, died of her injuries, according to Suffolk County District Attorney's Office. The DA's office said the second victim, a 17-year-old girl, was seriously wounded in the attack, but Boston police said that she is expected to survive her injuries. We don't know exactly what happened. The DA's office said the 16-year-old suspect will be arraigned on Sunday in Boston on Monday today. Arraignments of juvenile ages 14 to 17 who have been charged with homicide will take place in regular session instead of juvenile sessions. Really, 14 to 17 will be taking place with adults?
She's charged as an adult?
Yeah.
That's different.
Maybe because murder?
No, you still can't charge a teen as an adult.
That's what I'm saying.
But 17, I mean, 17-year-olds, isn't 17 is like the age of consent and all that too, so.
Maybe because it's the whole thing, the whole thingy thing. Yeah. Because she not only stabbed this one, but the other person was injured. She stabbed and killed one, and then the other one was injured. So maybe they're like we're gonna be tough on crime, like Steven says. I mean, what they do. Police also encourage people to call the Boston Neighborhood Trauma Team if they need emotional support. I feel like we all need emotional support.
The trauma team should just be out there walking around.
Yes. Oh, Rhonda look cute today.
Let me look at her.
She ain't on the screen yet because I can't play the sound.
All right.
That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. 2 men are charged after allegedly boxing in Cape Cod. And then an officer fired a BB gun at him. What?
Boxing in Cape Cod officer. They boxed in the officer.
Oh, like with their cars?
Yeah. And then firing a BB gun at him.
What the hell was they doing? What is it?
Suicide.
The Matrix.
Do they know they get 25 to life?
Look at them. They did it. They definitely did it.
Maybe what were they doing? That sounded like Too Fast, Too Furious. I think I saw something like that in the Super Bowl commercials last night.
You read that? Let me see.
Or you know what else? Super Bowl commercial came on. Another Transformer movie's coming on where the Transformer his name is Mirage, and he boxed in the other cars. I saw that. The officer was not hurt during the incident. They look like they definitely did it. Barnstable police arrested and charged 2 men after they allegedly boxed in an unmarked police cruiser before shooting a BB gun at an officer. The officer was not hurt. Barnstable police said in a news release that on Saturday at 11 p.m., 29-year-old Centerville resident Jordan Berrio and 50-year-old Hyannis resident Robert Carver surrounded an unmarked Barnstable police car with their cars on Main Street in Hyannis. Berrio then allegedly shot a BB gun at this driver's side window and door before speeding away from the scene, police said. Responding officers soon caught up with the 2 men and arrested them. What was like you said? What was their point? What were they doing?
Let me tell you, their point was white privilege.
No, fentanyl.
Suicide. It's suicide.
No, it was white privilege because they are alive. They boxed the police in, so that's like kidnapping or something like that. Then they shot at a police officer's car, and they still were able to go home probably after posting bail.
Now that you said that, it made me realize if it was one of us,
no.
Done.
If it was one of us, after they found us sleeping peacefully in the home, they would have came in and shot everybody full of lead. Facts. But these 2 white men could go out there, box in a police officer, fire a gun, have enough time to get away, and still be able to get caught after? That's crazy.
All right. They've been charged with assault Berrio was charged with assault by means of a dangerous weapon, discharging a BB gun on a public way, malicious damage to a motor vehicle, negligent operation of a motor vehicle, and speeding. Carver has been charged with assault by means of a dangerous weapon, malicious damage to a motor vehicle, negligent operation. Tell me why this thing popped up. Of a motor vehicle, speeding and operating a motor vehicle without a license. Both Berrio and Carver were released on how much was their bail? Guess how much their bail was?
$3,500.
No, $1,000. So that means they get a $100 bill.
Wait. They shot at a cop and their bail was only how much?
$40.
First of all, it's crazy how you said what?
$40.
I was close.
40 what?
$40.
$40 in
$41 bills.
40 like 220s.
Yeah.
A dub.
Who are they connected to?
Four fives.
They're the chief of police's grandchildren or something.
It's literally the epitome of white privilege. Yeah. Like there's nothing ever because I could. First of all, there was no attempted murder charge in there, which is crazy too. Because how was I supposed to know it was a BB gun?
Right.
They could have shot me in the eye.
But what if they shot you and then you crashed into something? They still murdered you.
Literally.
Right.
Yes. Wow. So
$40 bill.
I didn't even know that you could have a $40 bail.
Me either.
We getting gunned down with our hands up, like
bro. We're getting snatched out of our cars and beaten to death on the side of a road for breathing.
Yeah,
for breathing casually.
Jeez.
There was a child named the child with the Skittles.
Yes.
Trayvon. I want to call him Tyree, and I was like, Tyree's not. Trayvon. He had Skittles and an Arizona, and he got vigilanted and shot for defending himself against a psychopath.
Yep.
And that man had the nerve to auction off his gun. Like ish like that don't make no sense to me.
Yep.
And then we have these gangsters out here black on black criming, whatever that even means, that want to go to jail for something but ain't going to jail for the right things.
Right.
You shoot a man going to buy some chips and some cookies at the local Woochie Mark instead of pointing aim at other things that need to be pointed aim at. Absolutely. Or people. I'm not trying to.
I feel like you had a message in there.
She still got it.
What is the Wookiee Mark?
Yeah,
what is
Woochie Mark?
What was it?
And
it was like Makiba's
Wawa,
somebody like that. You know, like I just don't. $40 bail is playing in my face.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
$40 for shooting at a police officer.
$40 is the lowest bail I believe they will take. 18 to 20 per month is the most an inmate will be charged towards their child support while incarcerated. Wow.
How they get all of that? Where do they get $18 to $20 from while they're in jail?
I want to know what the hell $18 for me to do for a month to raise a child is going to do.
It's a sore subject. We ain't talking about.
You can't even buy eggs.
I mean, you cannot buy eggs.
No.
You can buy one egg.
For $20?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can get one carton of eggs for 20 minutes.
You can get a carton of egg, a loaf of bread, and that's it.
You can probably just get a carton of eggs.
That's a meal.
I would eat that right now. A little scrambled sandwich.
Yeah.
A little hot dog on it.
I mean, since the police isn't taking the story seriously, we shouldn't either, I guess. But, you know, like, this is crazy. $40.
$40.
What crime can I commit for $40?
Nothing.
Nothing, because I'm black, huh?
Oh, they said it was an unmarked off-duty police officer, so maybe they didn't know it was police officer.
That's even worse, because now you're terrorizing civilians.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shoplifting, you got to pay more bail than
yeah.
That's true.
If you get pulled in by Target, anybody ever got pulled in by Target or Walmart?
No, but I know somebody that got pulled in by H&M. She had to pay a $500 fine to H&M.
What was she stealing?
Leggings and foolishness.
And had to pay a $500 fine?
$500.
I feel like if I steal something from one of these stores, my fine should be the cost of what I was trying to steal. If it wasn't $500, either give me $500 worth of merchandise for this $500 fine, or I'm not going to give it to you. Put me in jail. Mm-hmm. Don't put me in jail. I'll pay it.
You don't got the $3 to pay for the leggings. So
Exactly.
that's why they're not going to give you $500, because then you would have just bought the leggings if you could get $500 worth of clothes.
That's stupid.
It is stupid.
That clearly shows that I need help purchasing clothes. Mm-hmm. Unless I'm a booster.
Job.
I'm about to say, unless you're a booster.
I knew Chris would say that. That's Chris's thing.
I heard that you
them
got
a job.
access. You might know. I heard that maybe sometime you might know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody who might know somebody who's a booster.
Oh.
That sounds like a rum, but I can rebuttal like, maybe. I know somebody that knows somebody to be a booster.
Just in case you do know that person that knows that person that knows it, tell them that, you know.
I was looking for them for Christmas.
I would like to investigate or maybe do a piece on them,
yes.
a featured piece to see, you know, what led them to this and how we could support them in these times.
And I would need to have samples of the
I don't
things.
want too much.
I do.
Samples of the boosty.
Samples of the boostation.
Say Macy's. Y'all ain't getting sent.
I wanted to do a little
just right now.
Send a text.
I
am.
I just remembered. This Saturday is bars.
It is bars.
It is this week. Oh my gosh.
This week. There are 8, 7, 6, 5. 5 tickets left because 3 people bought them over the weekend. There are 5 tickets left for stress-free VIP, or you can just meet us there. All of everything is in there. We are gonna be rapping, and you know I'm gonna lead out in all of the raps because you guys are very like inexperienced when it comes to lyrics and rhymes and things like that. So I'm gonna show you guys cadence and really kind of how to get the best out of your experience.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah.
She don't know I'm from Brooklyn. What it look like?
It's you especially. You got to stand right next to me because I got to teach you. Because what Brooklyn know about rap?
We the mecca of hip hop.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I heard it was Boston, Massachusetts.
Fight.
Name one rapper from Boston, Massachusetts. That's
Bia.
L.O.G.
Because girls is players too. Coil Ray.
I'm gonna be quiet on that one.
Benzino.
Are y'all really claiming him?
Nope. I mean, we gotta claim. We gotta claim. I mean, now in this day and time, Benzino makes it very hard.
We got Millie's, Mass Pike Miles.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all claiming Benzino.
We got this little Shea Bands.
Van Buren. Michael Christmas. Latrell James.
Yes.
We got Cake Swag.
Dutch Rebel.
Oompa.
Okay.
Yep. We got we got Pimp Daddy.
Y'all showing your age
Dame.
this morning.
What? What'd you see?
I'm reading the wall.
Oh. Who are the people that we got? We got the Enterprise bitch.
B-Star. B-Star and
Gangstar.
Yeah.
Mike Bivens.
BVD.
What happened to this?
Scuba Steve.
I know. Don't say nothing because you're gonna get sauce started.
What?
Yo, listen.
Never mind.
First of all, I asked Gary to get me some. Can you get me some black paint? Because Gary's not gonna do it. He's working too much. Every time he's get a little snowfall, a little weather restriction, Gary gotta stop everything he's doing to go to work to save the earth.
Right.
Can't buy no damn paint.
What is he, a Marvel?
I'll get you some paint.
Marvel.
I'll get you some paint.
Thank you. What else? What do you say?
New partnership to extend mental health services for students across Massachusetts. Amen. About time.
Yes.
Because out here, use peoples is crazy.
Man, it's wild out here. These times is rough.
In Salem, Mass, and that's especially when they need it because they accusing people of witches, I heard. A new partnership will rapidly extend mental health services to students across Massachusetts. The initiative will allow students to connect one-on-one with licensed therapists for several weeks or even months at a time at no cost to the students. Amen. Salem Public Schools is just one of the dozen districts signing up for the new services. More and more students are coming forward and families are coming forward saying, I need help or my child needs help. And I see that as progress, so we have to be able to support them. Dr. Zreek says there's been a huge demand for mental health services across students, especially after the pandemic. They need to be in a place where they can truly make themselves available. And if there are other things going on for them, if their mental health needs are not being met, it's very hard to learn. The problem, he says, is that there's a long wait list for kids to even see a therapist, along with barriers for transportation, issues to language differences, and so much more. I think that's dope.
I think it's dope too, but you know what stood out there for me is that this long wait for people to get services, and that's really personal to me because why is there such a long wait for people to get services that they desperately need?
It's a sort of a shortage on therapists right now.
Mm-hmm.
One is very hard to pass that test. Two, the pay's not good. So, you know.
The pay's not good for therapists?
No, therapists don't make a lot of money like that.
Oh, really?
I should stop taking my copay.
They get underpaid. To deal with our problems, they get underpaid.
Oh, I know, because therapists, imagine the therapist that therapists have to see. Poor things.
Yes. I gotta see my therapist at 11 o'clock today.
See right here, they said there's a need for additional types of licenses or skill sets to be able to meet the full need, being able to diagnose, to deliver certain types of evidence-based treatment, being able to provide medication that's appropriate, said English. The new services will be available to about 100 Salem students this school year, and within the first couple weeks, 68 students have already signed up. This really comes out a lot of a different different voices saying that we're doing right now is just not enough. We got to figure something else out, said Wingard. Yeah. Either they got to open up insurance or open up who gets to take certain insurance, but that's really, really important. I'm really glad that this is happening for our kids because, man,
it needs to be.
They need
so they're just starting it out in Salem, but it's going to be statewide, correct?
Yeah, they said a couple of other schools too.
Oh, just one of a dozen districts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited. Is it here in Boston?
I don't know. It doesn't. I don't see where it says which communities are doing it.
It just says sailing in a dozen others, but I want that it needs to be in Boston. The way that these kids are knocking each other out, like that's insane.
Fighting with each other, stabbing each other, killing people. Yeah, we need a lot of mental health help here.
We're gonna take a quick pause to the cause to say happy big bad birthday to LaWanda.
Happy birthday, LaWanda!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Ha ha. See, you gotta put that ha ha in there. I'm showing off because my voice is almost back.
Backity back.
We back to singing Y'all don't know what's about to happen over here. LaWanda has a birthday. She is our unofficial, official intern on the other side of the web. She works from home, as this is a work from home job.
Nice.
So she is part of our staff. So you're not,
Oops, sorry.
This is not your personal time.
I'm opening the mail. Sorry.
Not your personal time. Hope you are at home with your feet up. How many of you guys actually take the day off during your birthday? Do you guys work? Are you guys worky?
I work on my birthday.
Never work on my birthday.
No, I don't know. What? You work on your birthday?
Yeah, if I could, I would.
To do what?
Absolutely nothing.
That's crazy.
I don't take days off. If you
No days off.
No days
Why?
off. Why?
Why?
When my time it comes, then that's all the days I need off.
I take all of my days off.
That's it.
Take it off. See, Mike Nice takes it off. LaWanda, I hope you are taking it. Whoa, I'm over here. Oh, she was dancing. Shine a light on him. Shine a light on her. Shine a light. If you were, how would it go?
Shine a light on the birthday person.
Oh, yes.
Shine a light on the birthday person.
Shine a light on the birthday person.
Shoot it. I shoot it.
Yeah.
I shoot it. I shoot it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I want to hear it. I don't know how to find that in here, but I will.
Let me check them cups.
I don't work on my birthday or any other day.
See, Jess says I never used to work on my birthday, but I did the last few years. That's because y'all working with children. Y'all feel like y'all owe little badass kids
that's
some.
that one
But
day.
that's nice. I like that.
They so passionate about the work that they do.
I know.
That's so nice. I love it.
Chris and Jess.
It was a family shopping race.
Modern day community heroes.
Yeah.
Trash.
What are they, Marvel?
Forget them kids.
I wouldn't say that.
I was in the car with them the other day. Well, I don't know. Was I in the car with them? And I was talking to them, and they were like, being a parent is so exhausting. And I was like, that's why I don't be tired, because y'all always got my kids.
Wow. DSS get notified when we leave here.
Here you go. Take it.
Wayland Public Schools superintendent files racial discrimination complaint against the town.
Oh.
Really?
Why?
Wayland.
Wayland is a Metco town.
Mm-hmm. The superintendent of Wayland Public Schools is accusing the town school committee and school district of racially discriminating against him. Dr. Omar Easy,
That's
the
a good
first
name.
person of color to serve on Wayland superintendent of schools, filed the complaint to the Massachusetts Commission Against Discrimination on Friday. Those accused of discrimination in the complaint are the Wayland School Committee, Wayland Public Schools, the town of Wayland, School Committee Chair Chris Ryan, and School Committee Vice Chair Ellen Greco. It's in Easy's complaint. He details a number of occasions in which he had been the target of explicitly racist behavior since he became Wayland's public school superintendent. One of those incidents involved racist graffiti targeting Easy's being written on the grounds of Wayland High School in December. The incident prompted a response from the Massachusetts Association of School Superintendents and Wayland Police to contact the Anti-Defamation League. This is not the first time explicitly racist behavior has targeted me, black employees, and black students in Wayland. Such behavior has been the apex of a hostile work environment fostered and stroked by the Wayland School Committee, and in particular, Chair Chris Ryan and Vice President Ellen Greco. I happen to be reading about critical race theory again this morning because some articles were popping up. Somebody wrote something about Tulsa. And it was so overwhelming in the comment section how many white people did not know anything about Tulsa or any of these massacres that happen in these predominantly white towns. And I don't know why I put that together, but Wayland, from what this, just surfacely what I'm reading, it seems like Wayland might have an issue with, race. And so many other white school districts does that too. We were talking about one of the school district, the place in Mississippi. I'm all over the place with these race theories. Follow me here. There's a place in Mississippi that's predominantly all black that they have decided that they're going to start a whole new police force or something like that in it. Remember I sent that to you guys?
No, it was I think, wasn't it a town that has a black a court system or something like we talked about?
Yeah.
What, Police City or something like that?
No, that's Atlanta.
Oh.
That was in Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, here it is. Yes. Only in Mississippi.
See?
Oh, yes.
So, Casita support. Come on.
They are building they're trying to build a black law criminal law, like
Right.
full household and all that stuff.
like
Justice
separating
system.
it.
Justice system for black people.
A white
in a white town.
supermajority of the Mississippi House voted after an intense 4+ hours debate to create a separate court system and an expanded police force within the city of Jackson, the blackest city in America. That would be appointed completely by white state officials. In House Bill 1020 becomes law later this session, the white Chief Justice of the Mississippi Supreme Court would appoint 2 judges to oversee a new district within the city, one that includes all the city's majority white neighborhoods, among other areas. The white state attorney general would appoint 4 prosecutors, a court clerk, and 4 public defenders for the new district. The white state public safety commissioner would oversee an expanded Capitol Police Force run currently by a white chief. So in the blackest city in America, they are starting a whole new court system of all white or mostly white appointed, judges, court,
DAs,
everything.
Yep.
That
Court
sounds
system.
scary to me. It sounds like America's moving backwards.
It's not scary. It's racism at its finest.
That's insane.
That's racism
Back to
at its
segregation.
finest. Yep,
You know
back
what's
to it.
funny though? There's a lot of black people who are pro segregation, put everything separate, leave us separate from y'all because y'all is crazy. It's wild. That's awful. Interestingly enough, this Omar Easy used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs.
He's a
football player. He's a former football player, and he played for the Oakland Raiders too. He's a nice looking fella.
The complaint, let's see. This complaint by Easy was filed 2 days after Easy said he was placed on leave at Wayland Public School superintendent without explanation. Easy said the decision to place him on leave Wednesday came less than 3 weeks after he raised concerns about such unlawful conduct in writing to the school committee. According to the patch, the Wayland School Committee sent an email to parents and staff announcing that Easy had been placed on leave. The patch reported that on November 10th, Easy appeared at an open meeting where the school committee was set to vote on suspending him, while an outside investigation countered, inquiring into another October 2022 administrative council meeting in which Easy was accused of berating, shaming, and bullying school district staff. So they're saying that he is the bully, he is the aggressor.
Well, they would say that because he's a black man.
Yeah.
So immediately, as soon as he raises his voice, then he's being aggressive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So this is crazy.
He says they are angry about my efforts to eradicate unlawful discrimination. A number of white members of the administrative council complained to the school committee thereafter, alleging without specifics that I had attacked and intimidated a number of participants at the meeting, seeking to further portray me as a big, angry black man.
Exactly.
Easy wrote in his complaint. Remember, they did the same thing with Julia Mejia when they were like, she intimidates me. She said to me, you don't want none of this. She's 2'11".
Yep.
And 100 and she's and 68 pounds.
I was gonna say, she ain't no 100 and nothing.
She has a huge personality, but you can't be intimidated of her. She is the cutest little thing ever.
This sounds like another episode of Lean on Me.
It's so it's sad.
They're praising once the work changed, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that they gave him the job in the first place. So that's very interesting. And then to only make him sit, and that's all data though. Mm-hmm. When they give black people these positions, a lot of the time, that's only for data purposes to say,
I gave it a chance.
We're inclusive,
especially in a town like Wayland.
Yeah, exactly.
Wayland.
What are they saying over here? Because the new theory is that we black folks, is from Janet, keep the race convo going and there is no racism. Then they feel attacked when the convo comes up. I read Dr. Easy's complaint. He isn't wrong. There is where CRT convo is moving northward. And that's the thing. So thank you for bringing me back to that. CRT is only supposed to be, it's a course that is taught in higher education. And they're making it seem like this is what administrators want to do, is to push in and to start declaring that these people are kind of trying to cause divisiveness by teaching the actual history of America. So I was confused about how come some parts of America are okay to talk about, like slavery, because slavery makes me feel embarrassed and makes me feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me feel like I'm lesser than because my ancestors were hung from trees by their genitals and things like that. So why is it that they can't hear that their ancestors were the ones who were doing this to that?
Yeah.
So it's okay for our black children to only know that slavery was slavery, but not to know that
white people had owned the slaves.
Right. You know, white people have a problem when you pull a you on you.
Yeah.
So I pull a you on you. What you do to me and I do it back to you, they're not going to like that. They can't reciprocate that.
Right.
Hypocrite. And it's crazy to me that in America, it's such a fight to understand these things. In 2023, Ron DeSantis and all of his white supremacist friends and his Ku Klux Klan homies, they literally are trying to unwrite history, like have it not be what it is, so that they have such a good chance of winning the top office of America. Like, imagine if Ron DeSantis gets put into office as the president of America.
Yeah, no.
We in trouble.
I am nervous.
That's
awful.
awful.
We thought Trump was bad.
Yeah.
We are in trouble.
The Satan.
Find that first boat.
Literally.
Man, look.
I don't even understand. Like, I don't understand how a progressive America could even let somebody like him have a voice. But it just says that there's so many Americans still that are like, yes,
Absolutely.
what he's saying is right. What he's saying is right. We don't want our kids to feel bad because our ancestors were lynching their friends, grand ancestors.
Victim play victim. I mean, victim. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hurt people.
I'm nervous because I'm looking at the time. I gotta go. My wife gonna kill me before I make a late for work.
Where you going?
I gotta take her to work.
She can wait.
Nah, we got a big meeting.
Speaking of schools and racism, whatever, on Hulu, there's a really, really good documentary that I happened to tune into last week, and it's called The School That Tried to End Racism, and it's a series on Hulu. You guys should check it out. It's a school in England, and they had, which is so weird to me, they had this American expert fly into England to conduct this experiment with the kids about racism. And I was just like, wow, it's so interesting. It was really, really good to watch. The kids were really into it. They were really, really speaking, well into it. I think it was like middle school age children, but it got really, really deep. And I was just like, well, why aren't they, where is that here? Where is that? Why is it that they're going over to England to do it? At the end of the experiment,
they can't do it here.
Right. Yeah, that's true. At the end of the experiment, if there was a good outcome to it, a lot of the kids had really great stories to share, and they were very, very mature. It was very a really, really good show. I encourage you guys, if you have a chance, to go ahead and check that out. The School That Tried to End Racism on Hulu.
There's also what people should watch, and maybe even it's not. I don't know if it's not kids' excitement, but what is the 1916 project? 1619 project that they are trying to get banned from having people watch.
Yeah.
Because it really kind of goes into the history of desegregation and everything that people had to do to just try to move democracy forward.
Yeah.
And how America is literally against democracy.
Right.
Like up until this point, it still is. And one of the the elders that was there, and he was talking about the project. He was just like, she asked him, like, what is something that you're afraid of? He was like, I don't think that I'll be able to see real democracy in the time that he has left on this earth. And he's been fighting it since he was like 19 or something. So that's very scary to me, is that real history is literally just not allowed to be taught.
Right.
So I wonder how they,
They're trying to get that banned.
See, yeah.
Project. That's also on Hulu.
They, I think they sued her or something like that. I started watching it. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
But she is, they're trying to stop the telling of actual history. And my question was, how did they figure out what parts of history they wanted to put in? Like, if we're going to not tell the actual history, then why don't we just stop teaching history altogether and let people figure it out?
Right.
And then how come these school systems in itself are not actually, protesting against it? There was a school here in America that is actually, the students staged a walkout after they were told that their Black History program was going to be cut because it made one of the administrators feel. Also, 200 students walked out of class at an Alabama high school after they were reportedly told that their student-led Black History Month program could not reference slavery or the civil rights movement because one of the administrators felt uncomfortable.
So what was it going to be about?
It's Black History Month.
The shortest month.
What is it? What would you want them to cut out? So, however, school officials have denied the allegations, even acknowledging the need for students' concerns to be heard. They were ordered to leave out major historical moments, including slavery and the civil rights movement from the program scheduled for February 22nd at Hillcrest High School in Tuscaloosa. The students were told they couldn't talk about slavery and civil rights because one of our administrators felt uncomfortable. The Black History Month program board member, Janiyah Shuttles, a senior who participated in Wednesday's walkout, she said the direction from a school administrator left her hurt. My protector from 8 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. for you to tell me I can't talk about something that is dealing with my culture is very disturbing. It's very confusing. Fellow Hillcrest senior Jada Holt expressed similar emotions. Why am I being censored about my culture? Something that is rooted in me. Why can't I talk about it? History is history, and it's already been made, and it can't be erased, she said. Senior Jemiah Brown, who helped put the program together, organized the walkout, which lasted about an hour. Without our history, we are nothing. Without teaching our youth where we come from, how can we move forward? And that's a fact. Right. How can we?
Let's not talk about it, so it'll go away.
Right. Yeah. But how do you erase
Karen,
it?
Sorry,
Man,
sorry,
Karens be Karening.
I always said if they can't control it, then they don't want it.
That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Crazy. How odd, large pet emu runs loose through the streets south of Boston.
Brockton.
What's an emu?
I thought it was in Brockton.
It looks like an ostrich, I think. It's a big old bird.
You can
eat it. It was in Brockton?
It was in Brockton. I believe that's because I seen that in the news. I believe they said it was Brockton.
It says in Boston.
Does it say Boston?
A large pet bird that normally native to Australia caused a ruckus south of Boston, Massachusetts after escaping from her home.
South of Boston.
So that is Brockton.
Brockton.
Yeah. East Bridgewater is about 25 miles south of Boston. Surveillance video showed the emu strolling through an intersection in Brockton, which is about 20 miles south of Boston. A different video posted on social media then showed her running alongside a car. Various outlets. Oh, she was just exercising. The bird's owner, Lee Flaherty, told the television station that the wild animal likely caused the emu to jump over a 6-foot-high fence and take off. Oh, wow.
Where do you get a permit for an emu?
Yeah. How do I get it? And how do I get it? Do I get to bring it from Australia?
What do you even feed an emu?
What? Why the hell
Why
would
is
you
it in
want?
Boston?
Why would you want an emu?
The real question is, do emu got eggs?
Do they eat roaches? Like, what do you do? What are you doing with an emu? Like, what are they doing?
Her name is Mallory.
Yes.
Mallory would be
and she was shaken and tired, but she wasn't injured when they found her. I really just want to kind of know.
No, she had an injury to her leg.
That's one.
Do he live on a farm? Like where?
I know.
How does this work? The emu will stretch its wings out and let air circulate around its body.
You know, Liberty Mutual has a emu on their commercials. Yeah, it's a big emu.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah,
yes, it is. It go good with some cranberry sauce.
Yeah,
that emu will be a dead mother trucker.
This is interesting.
They weigh anywhere from 65 to 100 pounds.
Yeah. Where do you keep it?
In the oven. That's where you put it. Right in the oven.
On a farm, on a farm, right? I would think.
No, I don't know. Where does it live? It says
wild meat is real in Trinidad.
31. They can run 31 miles per hour and run great distances. I don't know. Where does it say?
31 miles per hour. How fast I gotta go to run 31 miles per hour?
After a cramped ride, she is now back in her pen at home with her companion Mickey.
So in a regular house, like in my house in Dorchester, I can have a cage with an emu in it as a pet?
Listen, if your dog get away and the animal control come to your house, you got to answer questions. So what's up with this emu? I mean,
do the emu got a tag on it? Like a dog tag? Or
is a politician? Somebody's emu is a politician or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh,
Janet, explain that.
6-foot fence.
Suffolk County is the only place in Massachusetts that will not allow farm animals. So like I can't have, I'm in Suffolk County. I can't have like a chicken or a pig or something like that.
Oh.
But
I know someone in Revere that had chickens and the neighbors called and that was it.
I know because our aunt who lives in Stoughton, her neighbors have chickens.
In Stoughton?
Yep.
They get the eggs from there?
You pass by that house later.
I don't know, but we should get some eggs.
You ever get some fresh chicken?
No, leave the people them chicken, Big Trinity.
When we leave here.
Very. We're gonna go pass by and just check it out. Wink, wink. Let's check out, see what they got
I have a
going.
bucket in the back of the truck. We gonna fix that chicken.
Bucket.
I don't know how to pluck chicken.
Yeah, like KFC, right?
I think Pastor Troy was telling me the other day about when he was living in the country, how they had to go and to do the chicken, and they had to. I think after you get them, then you got to hang them upside down so the blood runs out.
But you have to wring their neck.
I don't know if he rang them.
Miss J took me to the slaughterhouse when I first moved out here.
Why?
Because she had to get a chicken.
Okay.
Why did she need a chicken?
Well, you know, they eat fresh chicken and all that stuff because of their culture, you know.
Oh.
So it's hang it upside down, snap the neck, and they gotta burn it with a torch and
To get the feathers off?
I threw up.
I'm throwing up right now.
And actually for like 3 weeks I didn't eat no meat. No, about 3 months I didn't eat no meat.
Right.
Luana said that there's chickens on the farm on Norfolk Street. Right over
Where?
there, right up the street.
They really? Backyard, the
Norfolk
big
Street?
birds.
What number Norfolk Street? Wait, what they feeding them chickens? Wait.
She said y'all went to get a goat.
They probably be blowing weed in the
Oh, it was a
face.
goat.
It was a goat.
I've seen a goat get I've seen
She
a cow
said, yeah.
a cow be slaughtered in Honduras, and I was like, I'm never gonna eat
Because
beef again.
I saw one of those too on
Yeah.
the beach, and it was just spread open,
How
and
they
then
hang it up and cut it up.
You said you never
I picked the goat out.
I mean,
was
I
like,
ate
that's
it that
cute.
night, and it was
okay.
very tasty. But I was very like
Yeah, hesitant.
hesitant.
You want
But
to
it was very tender and delicious.
yeah, it's very tender, very fresh. Everything is very yummy.
Yeah.
I really enjoy fresh
After I
things.
watched them kill it, I didn't eat it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
I can see how that could F you up
Yeah.
in general. Like, oh, maybe
Like
not.
shrimp. When I first seen shrimp, I was like, what's that? He's like, you like shrimp?
Don't ruin it for me.
You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. Trust me.
I don't eat scavengers of the earth or sea.
Me and Big Trini tore up a scallop plate one time. Boy,
Right.
Ate them scallops.
Anything with a face on it, I'm going after it.
Trying to be careful what you say, my
Really?
brother. It's kind of early.
Really, Big
It's kind of early this morning.
He said, emo.
It had to have a face at least one time in his life.
I eat emo, scallop, anything.
Right. That emo's marked. Better watch his back.
Anyways, people, we got to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. 2023 is the 50th anniversary of our beloved hip-hop. February is Black History Month. Join Spark FM as we tour our favorite black-owned hotspot in VIP style. Saturday, February 18, 2023. Spark FM Online presents Bars Volume 1. Boston Black Barred Restaurateur. Featuring Caesarea, Top Mix, Suya Joint, Fort Hill Grill in District 7. Appetizers, drink special, spit your bars, network event, and giveaways. 21 and up with proper ID, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more info, go to sparkbarcrawl.eventbrite.com. It's the Bars Volume 1 Boston Black Bar and Restaurateur.
Have questions about the COVID vaccine or booster? Need help making the right decision for you? The COVID vaccine and booster have been proven as safe and effective options and are now readily available to adults and children alike. Harbor Health wants to help make sure our community is healthy and safe. Visit hhsi.us/COVID vaccine for help with vaccine information. Let's make our community a COVID-safe harbor for everyone. Get your booster now. Brought to you by your friends at Harbor Health.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Hi, Rosa. How are the kids? Good. But I have a question about the COVID vaccine. Kids who had COVID have immunity, right?
True. They have some immunity, but also true, vaccines strengthen that immunity.
But how do you know if it's safe? The vaccine was developed so fast.
True. It was fast. Also true, scientists had a head start. They've been studying similar viruses for years. Have questions about kids and the COVID vaccine? Know the facts. Find the truth. Visit boston.gov/COVIDfacts.
How healthy is your heart? Believe it or not, half of the country has at least one risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Hi, I'm Senator Liz Miranda from Massachusetts. February is American Heart Month, a perfect time to focus on our overall health and well-being. It is important to know that high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking increase the risk of heart disease. But did you know women, rural Americans, and racial and ethnic groups are also disproportionately impacted? While not all of these factors are controllable, we can take preventable steps to stay healthy. Regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, and not smoking are a good place to start. Make an appointment with your healthcare provider today to assess your risk. If you have heart disease, monitor your blood pressure and keep up with your healthcare visits. For more, visit womeningovernment.org.
Spark FM.
Medication. Your medication makes me high.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com.
Turn us up.
She like man, we ride. Big ride, big ride, big.
Spark FM.
All right, we are back. We are back, and it's time for our national and world news. Miss Tony, what you got for us?
Ooh, well, you know what last night was? It was the Super Bowl number 57. It was the Kansas City Chiefs versus the
I thought it was
New
Rihanna's
Jersey
concert.
Eagles.
That's all I watched.
Y'all,
yeah,
y'all not low. Y'all just wanted the free concert because y'all can't afford Rihanna tickets. Y'all are not low this morning.
Shoot.
I had no idea the Super Bowl was going on yesterday. I thought we was just waiting for Rihanna.
Y'all so mad at Beyonce, y'all just wanted to see Rihanna. That's crazy.
True. Would you pick Rihanna over Beyonce for a concert? Yeah, me too. 100%. I've seen Beyonce already, so.
Yeah, I think that Beyonce's phenomenal. Again, huge fan. But if they had to tell me Rihanna versus Beyonce, I would definitely 100% go to Rihanna.
You know the Beyonce tickets going to sell today.
Oh, are they from Massachusetts?
At 2 o'clock.
Oh my.
What's the price? 35?
It don't mean nothing to me. I already seen that.
I'm excited. I'm really excited for the people that are excited to be going. I've been watching them get their tickets, waiting in line. It can't be me, but I'm excited when they get true because that's something that they really want to do. And
what's the going price for them tickets?
Free?
No, I think they're starting from $300.
He said a good price.
Oh no, they actually lower a good price. Good price. You probably around $600.
No, free.
Free is
that's
the best.
not a
Like 3,000-4,000 ish.
Yeah.
Free.
That's for VIP.
That's for
That's for VIP,
that's the VIP?
and all kind of stuff. Yeah.
The V.
And the Club Renaissance and all kind of stuff.
What is the Club Renaissance? We're so off. Anyhow, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, their second win in 4 years. Patrick Mahomes was named Super Bowl MVP. I think this was his second time. A late field goal with just 8 seconds left gave the Chiefs the 38-35 lead because they kept on scoring like back to back.
It was a good game.
I kept on hearing that.
Every time it was just, you score, I'm going to score too. You score, I score too. But they ended up winning 38-35 lead that they needed to clinch the championship. Patrick Mahomes passed for 3 touchdowns to lead his team to victory. That's good. He's a nice young man.
That was the first time we had 2 African Americans.
Two.
Yes.
That was Black History, guys.
That's what. And I said, you know what? When I found that out maybe a couple of days before, I was like, how come they're not making more of a big deal about this? That during Black History Month, there are 2 quarterbacks, 2 black quarterbacks that are going head to head. Someone asked me that, and I said, you know what? It's Black History Month. I'm rooting for everybody black. Who made the best team win.
Last night when we were watching the introduction to the Super Bowl was the first time that I even heard mention of it in the media, that there were 2 black quarterbacks. African American quarterbacks are going head to head. It was very interesting. We watched it in the car. We did had to pull over so that we could go to.
We literally, we were 24 minutes away from home, and we heard that it was about to. She was about to start. We sure did Google the nearest sports club and swimmed right in there.
We went right in there.
Sat there, ordered a little chicken wing and a drink.
One drink.
As soon as it was over, we already had our check paid, and we literally left.
We left.
Can I ask you something? Savage. Well, obviously, we all know the rumor that she's pregnant. Right?
No, she's pregnant.
She is pregnant.
But what did y'all think about the performance?
It was very lackluster for Rihanna. I thought that the staging was beautiful. The setup was really, really nice. I wish there was more, because I feel like other acts that we saw have been a lot more. But she is pregnant, and that was the special guest that was there with her last night. We had heard that there would be a special guest. Right. Nobody ever came out, but she popped out. Yeah. And it was, I thought the staging was beautiful. But again, it wasn't what we would have gotten for Rihanna had she not been pregnant. She looks like she's pretty far in her pregnancy too.
I don't know. It's
3 months,
4 months,
and I've never been to one. But if anybody has ever been to, is she very out?
Rihanna doesn't wear that much clothes.
Yeah, but regardless of the clothes, does she move much more than that?
I feel like she does. I feel like she does. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of disappointed, and this might sound selfish, but congratulations to her having a baby. I'm just mad I ain't gonna get another album now. That's what a lot
of people, because a lot of people thought that she was gonna be doing a tour soon.
Me too.
And an album, and now they're like, now we're really not getting no tour, no album, no time soon.
I mean, in all honesty, are people really
selfish?
No, do they really expect that she will put? I mean, as a billionaire, I was trying to put my mind into a billionaire type of mind frame. Do I want to record another album? I'm not retired, but is that my priority?
Here's the thing that I struggle with. We forget what made us. We forget those who was there for us. We, as the people of the culture of music, we want to hear the constant music. We want to hear.
But are we not allowed to elevate?
Yeah, y'all definitely are. She elevated. She had one.
I know, but now that I'm a billionaire, do I need to make another album?
See, that's selfish of you.
No, but it's
why?
time for her to
do. Because once that billion run out, you running back to us so we can hear you.
But when is she gonna make it? She has to do her. She's making her family. She's making her family though. So it's
I'm saying it for the culture though. I'm selfish.
Yeah, but
I'm selfish. I love Rihanna.
After culture, I'm doing so many other things for the culture. Yeah. I'm advocating. Right. I'm starting my legacy. My family. I am building these companies and
empires.
These empires, and I'm actually being politically aware and all kinds of stuff. You guys want me to be able to still do all of these things and sit in the studio for that long so that I can record you an album? Why you can't be Rihanna, just satisfied with what I gave you?
I love Rihanna to death, but we didn't ask her to do all those things. She took it upon herself. This is her natural gift of what she wants to do and the extracurricular activity that she decides to do to make the world better. Do we salute her? Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, as a fan of hers, I still want to hear one more album. I just want to hear one more album.
I do too, because I enjoyed her.
It's the same thing about Jay-Z. I want to hear one more album.
But here's the pick sense from nonsense. If it was a guy, guys could go make their kids and still make their money.
Yeah.
She's carrying the child, so she could only do so much.
Right.
She's a big school. She's big on education in Barbados, and You know what I mean? So she's involved with a lot of things. She's a big career woman.
I feel you, Chris. I would like for her to come out with something new too, but I mean, I'm really just proud of her and for having it, for being pregnant again. I think that's awesome.
Chemo says she doesn't have to make any more music if she doesn't want to. Her music from, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like I've never sat down I'm a huge Rihanna fan. I've never sat down and been like, oh my God, Rihanna needs to come out with a new album. Because as I was thinking about it, I don't think that I've ever listened to any of her albums straight through. Now, I know there are people that do, but for me, like, although I would like her to, like, I'm not sure what I would be missing if she didn't, I guess.
Because I think she has so many songs that we can just not last night, but when we were driving in the car, you were playing like a Rihanna playlist, and I was like, there's some songs on here that I've never heard before from her. But I mean, I think she's amazing, and you know, I got my Fenty subscription.
I just want to say this quick fast. You know, I'm just a big fan of Rihanna, and a lot of these women right now are angry, so they need to hear a song from Rihanna to show them how to love. Because you know,
no, that's not true either. Because Rihanna's music was not really heavily about love.
No,
it was really about doing what the F you wanted to do as a woman.
You know what? Now that you said that, Rihanna, stay home.
I'm a savage. Right. All of
Sex
these things.
With me so amazing.
She's never been like, be in love. Like, I'ma kill you. Rum-pum-pum-pum. I just shot a man down.
Yep.
In Central Station. Yeah. Like, she was not good.
Is it bad that I never made love? But I sure know how to. I'll be a bad girl.
She was like, I was wondering how she decided to lay out the music for last night. She bounced around her section, her whole selection. I think I would have appreciated them more if they were played in succession to see her growth.
Yeah, I think they said, I had read that she kept on rearranging up until like the last minute. They kept on rearranging how she performed the songs last night. And I think they just had to do it what was best for her and what she could be comfortable with that set, because.
And then with that set, to be pregnant up on all of them floating
things. What you doing all the way up there?
That platform thing didn't look steady.
I know she had a belt on the back of her that was keeping her, and I was like, Jesus Lord, like knowing that she was pregnant now, I'm like, oh my.
Let me ask you something.
Risque.
Her being pregnant is a lot of things that come with it, right? People complain about her lip singing. How do you feel about that?
Was she lip singing?
I think she definitely was.
Some of it, because she missed a note on one of them songs.
I mean, I heard it when but I feel like a couple times she belted out. I mean,
I feel like when you're doing that kind of, and it wasn't as high performance as it could have been,
like
but
40,
I think that, she was
air.
high up in the air and all of those things going on, and she's pregnant, so, leave the girl alone.
I also feel like Rihanna never had the best singing voice.
I don't think she's a singer. I think she's very much an entertainer. Rihanna's not.
Tony, be careful what you're saying.
I wouldn't say that Rihanna is like a singer. A singer per se. She's definitely entertaining.
Which mic is hers?
The lip sync.
I think probably the best that Rihanna's probably sounded is on this song that came out for Wakanda Forever that she sang, "Free Me" or whatever the song is. But I don't think that she's a great singer.
You don't have no Beijing friends.
No, I love Rihanna. Like I'm not obsessed, but I love Rihanna. I really really love her. And I think that she's an amazing person. I enjoy her. I would buy her albums and all that, but I don't think she's definitely not a singer. She wouldn't be in my top 5 singers.
Chemo, you were right. She said I'd be too tight if I when you're pregnant. It hurts. It's a lot going on, and then all that pressure, all the lights, but. She did magnificent.
She did.
It was lackluster, but for the circumstances, I ain't mad.
And it's just Rihanna. It doesn't matter. She can do whatever she wants.
I'm just glad she didn't bring out Kanye.
I thought that when Turn Up the Lights came on, I was like, is Kanye gonna come out? Because I thought that she would have somebody with her. I thought that there would be a guest. Right. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen a Super Bowl where it's just the person.
But she's been going for 7 years, so she needed that spotlight.
Why she did? So she did what? She did it before?
No.
So what are you talking about when you said 7 years?
She hasn't performed live in 7 years.
Oh, okay.
So to have a guess, it would probably take away from her.
Yeah.
Guess what? Y'all seen the baby. Guess that. Ha!
Yeah.
Shout
It
out
was
to my man
cute.
ASAP Rocky.
It was cute.
I know Chris Brown is upset, but moving on.
Chris Brown and Drake.
Yeah.
I mean, like a meme came out with them crying while she was performing. I was like, dang, y'all
didn't wait.
on it.
He did shout her out. He said, "You go, girl."
Yeah, while she was performing
with a heart and a praying hands.
Yep.
And everybody was like, Chris has never wavered from showing her support.
Yep.
Throughout. Everything. Like he always.
People make mistakes.
Yeah.
People make mistakes, especially when there's alcohol involved.
Yeah.
We forget that.
My stance on that situation was that I think that they got into a fight. I don't think that it was that he abused her. I really think that they got into a fight, like it was both of them fighting.
I think it's a
but it's
normal
neither
couple
here nor
situation,
there.
and they've grown from that. Shout out to Chris Brown for still showing her love and support.
Yeah.
I like Christopher Brown.
Me too.
Still, he needs to check into his program.
So big shout out to who won last night?
Kansas City.
Kansas
That's my
City
team.
and Patrick Mahomes.
Oh.
And Noah was like, I like the KC team. And I said, why do you like that team? He said, because I like the colors. And I like the boy that played for them. So I was like, okay. So then when we got home and he found out that they won, he was like, Mommy, my team won the game. And I was like, good for you, Papa. You're a winner. Go to sleep. Exactly. Go to sleep.
Kids be knowing. You should have gambled. It took his bet.
The case.
I mean, Drake won yesterday, like $1 million from his
Drake
betting.
is such a big bettor.
He's such a gambler.
Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. I got this more news. Right?
For him soon.
Seriously, is Jake? What's his name?
Drake.
Jake from State.
Drake
Drake
from
State
State
Farm. Drake from State Farm. Anyway, and arrests have been made in the Louisiana mass shooting that wounded 12. When was this mass shooting?
Wow.
Did I miss this mass shooting?
Did I miss? When did this happen?
Yeah. It says that police in Louisiana's capital city have arrested 2 people for a mass shooting that left 12 others wounded at a nightclub in January. 2 19-year-olds, Nikhil Franklin and Jyshawn Jackson, were arrested Friday, the Baton Rouge Police Department said. Franklin was charged with 12 counts of attempted first-degree murder, while Jackson was charged with 12 counts of principal to attempted first-degree murder.
What the hell does that mean? What's the principle?
Can you Google that? On January 22nd, shots rang out around 1:30 a.m. at the Dior Bar and Lounge in Baton Rouge. A dozen people were injured and most sustained non-life-threatening injuries. 3 victims were initially listed in critical condition, but their conditions later improved. Police said they believed that the shooting was not a random act of violence and that it was targeted. Sergeant L. Gene McNeely Jr., a police spokesman, told the Associated Press in the following days the shooting investigators believe the shooting was targeted at one partygoer and the bystanders were hurt in the process. So you were trying to shoot one person, you shot 12 and didn't kill nobody.
Wow.
Jackass.
That's not a bad shot.
And it was 2 people doing the shooting. So somebody break that
They
down.
was running in diagonal because they wasn't. What the hell?
Everybody was running in diagonal.
Because what? Why you do that?
Was one of the people that was injured even the person that was targeted?
Apparently, they don't have Call of Duty.
Something.
Come on.
I don't know. It says before the shooting, the nightclub had advertised a Southern University and Louisiana State University themed party as the 2 schools kicked off their new semesters. Spokesman for both of the universities said that the event at the club that evening in Baton Rouge was not affiliated with either school. In a social media post on Friday, police said the investigation was ongoing and did not release any details beyond an announcement of the arrest.
Okay, sorry. So VA code, all of these numbers, allow a person who acts as a principal in the second degree or an accessory before the fact to be indicted, tried, convicted, and punished in all aspects as if a principal is in the first degree. So basically, it's accessory to the crime. Before or after you encourage or you help or you assist someone in the crime, just because you didn't actually commit the actual crime doesn't mean that you won't be charged to the full extent of the law. Okay. So that's pretty much accessory. They should just call it freaking accessory.
That's what I'm saying. Why y'all gotta use all of these big words? Just use all general terms. Stop using different words. Anyhow, that's that. Isn't it? Whatever. Do you think you know better than me?
Nope.
Okay. U.S. jets down 4 objects in 8 days, unprecedented in peacetime in Louisiana mass shooting. What the heck? I don't know what's happening here. All of those stories got jumbled together. So it says that the U.S. has shot down 8 different objects out of the sky. 4 objects in 8 days.
But then I'm actually hearing that the U.S. be sending balloons over there to China too.
I was, you know what I was thinking about every time I saw a balloon this weekend? I was thinking about Chris talking about the balloons.
I saw it somewhere that there is a program of balloons that go over to China too. Let me see if I can find it.
So it says U.S. fighter jet shot down an unidentified object over Lake Huron on Sunday on orders from President Joe Biden. It was the fourth such downing in 8 days and the latest military strike in an extraordinary chain of events over U.S. airspace that Pentagon officials believe has no peacetime precedent. I also heard that China shut down some U.S. something over the weekend, too. Oh, yeah? There was a U.S. something over the other, and China shot it down. Part of the reason for the repeated shoot downs is the heightened alert following a spy balloon from China that emerged over U.S. airspace in late January. They said, since then, fighter jets last week also shot down objects over Canada and Alaska. Pentagon officials said they posed no security threats, but so little was known about them, the Pentagon officials were ruling nothing out, not even UFOs.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
Very.
The aliens are coming.
I always said, this might sound crazy. I said when they went to war recently, that was Ukraine and Russia.
Russia, yeah.
And I said China kind of partnered up with Russia. I said we're gonna be at war next. Or it's gonna be something involved us. Why? Controlling demand. You know, you losing money, you gotta spend money out, you gotta create a war. Just like when we about to have elections, just while all these guns is out on the street. So now that the person get elected, he done cleaned up so many guns off the street. Now he's looking at a superhero. When in all reality, to them, it was a plot to make himself look good. The system is corrupted.
Absolutely. Man, I don't know.
It says, so China's foreign ministry says U.S. also flies balloons over China. China's foreign ministry has accused the U.S. of flying high-altitude balloons over its airspace more than 10 times since the beginning of last year as the dispute over surveillance between the two countries continue. A spokesperson told foreign reporters at a regular press briefing in Beijing that it was not uncommon for the U.S. to go into other countries' airspace, claiming they were aware of at least 10 incursions over China, but gave few other details. So that's just hearsay for now, but I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't want to go to war.
Me either, because I am not signing
People don't
up.
even want to go to work, so why we want to go to war?
This is right. Say that. Let's make that the slogan.
We don't want to go to work, so we don't want to go to war.
Exactly.
Right. Put it on a T-shirt.
Just tell them we are short of staff for the war right now, so you guys got to come back later when we got more
Out
people.
sick,
Exactly.
out with COVID. And I fight war, we have COVID.
We have COVID. Exactly. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that.
You had COVID, I'm sorry. Sorry, Uncle Sam. Take Karen.
New Jersey school superintendent resigns after the 14-year-old student's suicide.
Oh, Lord.
Why the child did that? I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about child suicide. It's awful. Mars Wrigley, this is funny to me. Mars and Wrigley, who you know do Mars candy bars and Wrigley gum, they are fined after 2 workers fell into a tank of chocolate. That is funny.
That's cool.
I want to swim in a tank of chocolate.
That sounds sexy, girl.
I know. It's so funny.
Yes.
I saw a meme yesterday. I sent it to my friends. Said, "Guess I gotta lick chocolate off my own titties for Valentine's."
Jesus.
Wow.
Father.
Look where you going here. Oh, my God.
Wow. Sorry. The
Yo, you
views
do know,
expressed by
I'm
Miss
like your
Jones.
brother sitting next to you. Like that's totally like upsetting hearing that from you.
Oh my God!
I'm somebody else's brother, so I go see you after the show.
I'll help you.
He like, ain't Valentine's tomorrow?
I like chocolate.
Say less.
U.S. regulators have filed Mars Wrigley, the maker of Snickers and Skittles, after 2 workers fell into a tank of chocolate at its Pennsylvania factory last June. The Occupational Safety and OSHA fined the confectionery and chewing gum maker $14,500 for the incident, which is described as serious in a report. Employees of an outside...
Wait, who got charged?
The chocolate company.
Oh, okay.
Employees of
Why? Can they push them?
I know. This is what I'm saying. Like it wasn't his. That's what I want to know. Employees of an outside employer cleaned tanks, including the Dove chocolate batch 20 micron tank owned by the on-site host employer. Mars Wrigley failed to provide the contractors with adequate safety training. According to the news, firefighters rescued the workers by drilling a hole in the bottom of the tank and pulling them out. The chocolate was about waist high, it reported. Mars Wrigley did not immediately respond to CNN's request for comment.
My back hurt. My neck
Seriously,
hurt.
I mean,
Lawsuit.
I just feel like that's, it was only waist high. You just fell in.
Nah, you go just falling in waist high can hurt.
But it's chocolate.
Even
chocolate.
Go waist deep chocolate.
And then this last follow up to the what is it, Idaho murders?
Yes, please.
This girl is. I think this girl is full of crap. I think she let the man into the house to kill them.
Me too. It was her guess that killed all those people. I'm convinced. That is defamation of character. That's allegedly my opinion. That is not real.
Can you read that, because the story won't come up for me?
Surviving roommate who didn't call cops for 8 hours after the Idaho killings thought the noise she heard at 4 a.m. was partying, and the black-clad killer who strolled past her was a guest. Yeah. Dylan, a survivor at the University of Idaho killings, allegedly believed that the sounds of 4 of her housemates being brutally murdered were sounds from college partiers in her house. Dylan Mortison, 21, allegedly called out to her friends and roommates during the early morning hours of November 13 to quiet down. "Calm down, you're being loud," she reportedly yelled around 4 a.m., in addition to, "I'm trying to sleep."
Wow.
The college student then closed and locked her door, according to one report in the New York Post. After hearing some more loud noises that night, Mortison opened her door again and saw accused murderer Brian Kohlberger, 28, but believed him to be a partygoer. Mortison told law enforcement authorities that she had seen a strange figure dressed in black walking past her towards the back exit of the house just after 4 a.m. on the night of the murders. Authorities determined that the 4 students were killed sometime between 4 and 4:25. Police would not be called to the off-campus residence for another 8 hours. In December, Kohlberger was arrested in Pennsylvania at his parents' house and charged with the murders of Kaylee, Madison, Zayna, and Kernoodle. Zayna Kernoodle and Ethan Chapman. Both Mortison and 21-year-old Brittany Funk were home at the time of the killings, but were left unharmed by the murder. Oh, there was another person in there?
Oh, Brittany Funky.
Speculators of the shocking case wondered why the surviving roommates went 8 hours between time of the murders and then they called police. Initial details from the affidavit released in January said that one of the surviving roommates opened her door to find a man clad in black clothing and a mask with bushy eyebrows. The witnesses described as standing in a frozen shock phase as the man walked toward the house back door before she locked herself in her room. New details pertaining to the grisly killings were recently revealed that confirmed Casey Gonzalez and Madison Morgan were killed first, and after Ethan Chapman and Zayna Kernoodle were killed on the second floor of the house. Chapman was murdered in the doorway of Kernoodle's room, and Kernoodle apparently attempted to fight the killer by repeatedly grabbing the knife from suspect Kohlberger. She had deep cuts on her fingers. Chapman apparently was slashed in the neck.
Damn.
Oh, wow. He looks like a psychopath.
Because he's so calm.
He looks like an absolute, murder, kill. I kill people for fun.
So where was the other girl?
So this is the whole squad right here. I think this is all the people who died. So left to right, Dylan Mortison.
Yeah, the 2 on the ends are the ones that did not get killed.
So the one, who was the end?
On the 2 ends, the first person and the last person.
The first and the last person.
Yeah, those are the ones that did not get killed.
And then the 4 in between are the ones who got killed.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So I want to know, so where's the other girl? Because I never heard about her before.
Me either. That there was another survivor, right?
Yeah. We haven't heard anything about her. And this Kernoodle, she's the first one. I mean, this Dylan Mortison, this is the one who is the witness that they're talking about. She's this first one here with the gray sweatshirt. I don't know. This just seems so strange to me.
You know what? They both going to have an all-tell book someday, so we just have to wait to read it.
Yeah, forever. When is that?
He looked like he absolutely did it. And I'm a good judge of character. And he did it.
And if you say he did it, he did it.
I believe
exactly.
I believe
I'm still laughing at the good judge of character thing.
Whatever. Haters gonna hate. I know that all too well.
That is our national news. That's all we have for national news. We're going to take a quick break. Come right back. Talk some more about Super Bowl, De La Soul, Jason Derulo.
And Donald Trump had something to say about the performance.
Oh, boy.
Do we really care?
Donald is,
On the same level
he
as Kanye.
could be our next president. That is also true. That is also true. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. 2023 is the 50th anniversary of our beloved hip-hop. February is Black History Month. Join Spark FM as we tour our favorite black-owned hotspots in VIP style. Saturday, February 18th, 2023. Spark FM Online presents Bars, Volume 1. Boston Black Bard Restaurant Tour. Featuring Caesarea, Top Mix, Suya Joint, Fort Hill Grill in District 7. Appetizers, drink special, spit your bars, network event, and giveaways. 21 and up with proper ID, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more info, go to sparkbarcrawl.eventbrite.com. It's the Bars Volume 1 Boston Black Bar and Restaurant Tour.
Have questions about the COVID vaccine or booster? Need help making the right decision for you? The COVID vaccine and booster have been proven as safe and effective options and are now readily available to adults and children alike. Harbor Health wants to help make sure our community is healthy and safe. Visit hhsi.us/COVID vaccine for helpful vaccine information. Let's make our community a COVID-safe harbor for everyone. Get your booster now. Brought to you by your friends at Harbor Health.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Hi, Rosa. How are the kids? Good. But I have a question about the COVID vaccine. Kids who had COVID have immunity, right?
True. They have some immunity, but also true, vaccines strengthen that immunity.
But how do you know if it's safe? The vaccine was developed so fast.
True. It was fast. Also true, scientists had a head start. They've been studying similar viruses for years. Have questions about kids and the COVID vaccine? Know the facts. Find the truth. Visit boston.gov/COVID facts.
How healthy is your heart? Believe it or not, half of the country has at least one risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Hi, I'm Senator Liz Miranda from Massachusetts. February is American Heart Month, a perfect time to focus on our overall health and well-being. It is important to know that high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking increase the risk of heart disease. But did you know women, rural Americans, and racial and ethnic groups are also disproportionately impacted? While not all of these factors are controllable, we can take preventable steps to stay healthy. Regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, and not smoking are a good place to start. Make an appointment with your healthcare provider today to assess your risk. If you have heart disease, monitor your blood pressure and keep up with your healthcare visits. For more, visit womeningovernment.org.
Spark FM.
Medication. Your medication makes me high.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com.
Turn us up.
She like man we ride. Big ride, big ride, big.
Spark FM.
And we are back, Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean música.
Música caribeño.
Wow. That's how you got to do those kind of things. It's time for our entertainment report. Miss Tony, can you help us out there, girl?
I can. So, pregnant Rihanna soars in Super Bowl halftime performance. Pregnant Rihanna. So did she announce? She announced after it was announced, right?
But
so
they said that some of her mic was on at the end, and she said something about it. I feel
somebody said that she like rubbed her belly while she was performing. All of this stuff. Dee Dee said that she had announced it in an interview earlier in a show on an interview or something like that. I remember that. But Rihanna was above it all and pregnant to boot. She began and ended the Super Bowl 57 halftime show hovering high above the field at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The performance lacked the surprise guest stars included in many previous Super Bowl halftimes, save one. Her representative revealed afterward that the singer is pregnant with her second child. Rihanna wore a puffy, bright red jumpsuit with tight, rubbery garb underneath that showed a baby bump that fueled a wave of social media speculation until the big revelation. She stood on a transparent rectangular platform that raised and lowered as she belted out the lyrics to "Bitch Better Have My Money" over the turf where the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs were battling moments earlier. Dancers wearing white ski-style suits and shaded goggles had their own suspended platforms that moved in concert with hers. She and the dancers were lowered to a long stage that matched her outfit as she sped through through hits including "Work," "Where Have You Been," and "Only Girl," belting out "Want You to Make Me Feel Like I'm the Only Girl in the World." It looked beautiful with the way that they recorded it. It was beautiful. Look at this scene here. There was also none of the constant costume changes and sheen shifts from previous years. The theme and the color scheme. That's what I was saying. Like all of there usually is, like a whole bunch. Remember Katy Perry had the big old lion she was riding on all kinds of. The theme stayed the same throughout the 13-minute show, with red lights bathing the stage at times and golden fireworks exploding in the air above her. The long stage followed for extended pull-away shots as she stared down at the camera and overheard tracking shots of Rihanna and her dancers. At one point, she powdered her face and checked it in a mirror before getting back on the mic. That was cute. Light sparkled from the stands as she was hoisted alone back into the air, and she sang "Diamonds" with its refrain of "Shine bright like a diamond"
forever.
As the set closed. Rihanna's performance was her first solo performance event in 7 years, and it was the first since becoming a mother for the first time 9 months ago. That baby 9 months old. You know who's belted out yesterday?
This one,
Chris Stapleton.
Man, that was a national anthem.
That was a national anthem of a national anthem. Chris Stapleton sang the Star Spangled Banner moments before the game began. He played the guitar and sang that song.
He sang it good because I was like, "Ooh, white man, you sound great."
Soul. He sang that. He the one that sang Tennessee Whiskey, right?
I don't know what that is.
Tennessee Whiskey. Yes. It's just as smooth. It's Tennessee Whiskey. Like that.
Oh,
Woo!
nice.
That man sang. I love me and Chris Stapleton. He performed on the Grammys last week too. Did a very, very, very good 2 minutes, 2 seconds of the Star Spangled Banner. Other anthems are Stapleton, Abbott Elementary, Cheryl Lee Ralph performed "Lift Every Voice and Sing."
That was deep.
They did not air that. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either.
You gotta have Voodoo.
It was good.
No,
it was. But she, look at her. She did that. Cheryl Lee Ralph. She's original Dream Girl, and Babyface sang the song there.
America the Beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't have no picture of Babyface.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Did we have anybody hate on Rihanna really?
Janet. Janet's the only one that's hating on Rihanna's performance.
Oh.
You know Janet.
Yeah.
I was trying to open it up for that.
Yeah. I thought Trump was hating on it.
Oh, Trump too. Besides,
what did he say?
She said, who, me? Yeah, Janet tore that girl's performance up.
Really?
She was like, she should have just sat in a chair.
She said she was very robotic. And she had a very big hater last night. Well, who's that?
Donald J. Harmonious Trump. Donald J.
What'd you call him?
Donald J.
See you next Tuesday, Trump.
He says, and I quote, "Epic fail. Rihanna gave without question the single worst halftime show in the Super Bowl history. This after insulting far more than half of our nation, which is already in serious decline, with her foul and insulting language. Also, so much for her stylist.
Yo.
Who told Donald Trump that he could say anything?
Who cares about his opinion?
He's the new Kanye. Kanye's black and Trump is white.
I don't want that trade.
Questionable.
I don't want that trade.
They're both questionable.
And Lawanda.
Millions.
Lawanda is also a huge critic of the Super Bowl. It wasn't that great, and the sound quality was bad. I agree. Jay Spades. Our interns are in revolting.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
You know what it is? I think a lot of people are going off of last year's Super Bowl, how they brought out all the stars.
Yeah, last year's
and the
Super Bowl.
Chemo pointed out that he said the same thing about Beyonce's performance, too. And I'm pretty sure he said the same thing about last year's Super Bowl. Yeah. Everyone is the worst in history.
Yeah.
And last year was lit.
Last year was lit.
It was. And I think that was a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of hype behind Rihanna, too, because we all were like, oh, my God, it's Rihanna, it's Rihanna, it's Rihanna. So it was probably a little lackluster compared to what we expected. But, that's our own.
I think Rihanna's Super Bowl was like Jadakiss performance. Like, it's hard to bounce after that. Like, when you have the verses, you know how you get the verses? You can't do the lip singing with Jada and all that. So it's like the Super Bowl. It's like you got so much people want to have expectations because of last year. It's like she's bound to fail no matter how you look at it.
She should have brought Jadakiss out.
I'm actually wondering if she had made the pregnancy announcement prior, would that have changed people's perception of how it was. Because we already been expecting, less movement and, whatever.
You know what? I think too, though, I think a lot of people were like, when she came out, a lot of people like,
is she pregnant?
Is she pregnant? But it was like hush because we didn't want to like body shame her in case she was still a little fat from her last pregnancy.
Yeah, because she's only 9 months in.
He's only 9 months in.
ASAP could not wait.
So I think that
how long you
thirsty.
Wait? Is it 2 months? 3 months?
ASAP Rocky, fine. I wouldn't wait for him.
I found out last night after giving birth, women become more fertile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know
it's
that.
true.
Definitely.
I mean, if you see, like, we went to dinner, when was it? Friday, and the people that came in after us, they had 3 little kids, and they looked like they was all under 3 years old.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, as women, don't you think y'all supposed to give your body a rest? Not just
Don't
your body.
y'all think we supposed to give our body a rest?
No, y'all still gotta. No disrespect. Y'all still open your legs to say, "Come on in," or not. Y'all still have the final
Because
say
then we
so.
got to deal with y'all attitudes, y'all abandonment. Y'all don't. Y'all men often act like they can't figure it out on themselves and end up putting a guilt trip on the women as soon as she say, "I don't feel like it," or "I'm tired," or anything like that.
This is blasphemous.
It's real.
You know what?
What is the wait time? After you have a baby,
it's supposed to be 6 weeks. But you know what? I was watching a documentary one time. Oh, nasty Amish men. While the women, as the woman had the baby, while they're still in the hospital before they were discharged, these Amish men were going in there and having sex with their wives.
Wow.
Right after they had the baby. That's disgusting.
That's wet.
Ew.
Milky.
Ew. More than really nasty. Awful. So anyhow, but yeah, men be really, that 6 week waiting period, men be acting like they're about to die.
4 weeks
is Irish twins a racial? Can you say that still?
I don't know if you
I don't think you can.
I don't know if it's politically correct.
You probably can't. It's like saying the N-word. You can't. You probably can't say it, but the Irish could say it.
Okay.
Like the patty wagon.
See, I just feel like you have actual twins.
Yes.
What is that like, having 2 at the same time?
Horrible. So one goes this way, one go that way. It's real talk. There was one before, but it was that whole 6 weeks waiting thing. I didn't wait.
Oh, so what is the age difference between the twins and your older one?
Oh, no, there was one in between.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, you see, exactly. Men act like they can't wait.
I couldn't wait.
What you call it? Speaking of twins, one of the Super Bowl players on the Chiefs, his wife had twins yesterday.
Right before the Super Bowl.
Why is somebody always having a baby on a Super Bowl?
That question again. Every time, right?
Every time I turn around,
this one had to leave right after. He couldn't even celebrate because his wife was giving. Y'all playing that?
Yeah,
it's crazy. Oh, if you go to Super Bowl, you're gonna have the baby tomorrow.
Well, maybe the wives just be so excited about their husbands playing in the Super Bowl that they end up going into labor.
They're excited about the check they about to get off of child support.
Not child. Oh, Lord. See, this is not bedroom talks.
Exactly.
On Sundays from 9 to 11.
Yes.
And this is not the Avenue on Saturdays from 6 to 9.
Yeah, sure.
We gotta talk. We gotta call a meeting with the Avenue.
We gotta do a combination of all 3 shows together.
We do.
Oh, imagine that.
Technically, this is it.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
All right.
That's it right there.
We did it.
Here it is.
We did it.
Here it is.
It's a 9-month season. The baby was conceived just as it was getting warm. Yeah, like it was just like, I thought the baby was a year by now, little Rihanna.
No.
What, does anybody know the name of that first baby?
No.
ASAP?
It should be.
Rocky.
Name it after the daddy.
No, that's the last baby name. The first one is ASAP. The last one is Rocky.
I like that.
That's cute. That's cute. So that's them. Unfortunately, yesterday we received bad news that De La Soul, Trugoy the Dove, died yesterday at age 54.
That's so young.
I know. I think I was wondering because when De La Soul performed last week at the Grammys, it was only one of them that was on the stage. So I was wondering where, because is there 3? There were 3, right?
Yeah.
There was 3.
Dana Dane would say
no.
Okay.
Sources familiar with the situation tell TMZ the rapper passed away Sunday at a hospital in Maryland. No other details, including a potential cause, have been released, but we're told his death appears to be from natural causes and that he was battling undisclosed illnesses. Dana Soul's official social accounts have yet to say anything about Dave. Ditto for the other 2 members and their own pages, Kevin Mercer, who's Postanos, and Vincent Mason, who was Maceo. Dave was the DLS since the beginning, was with DLS, De La Soul, since the beginning, getting together in 87 and going on to crank out some of the most famous rap songs of all time. The group went on to an incredible 3-album run through the 90s, with 2 of those being certified platinum and gold, respectively. Some of their best known tracks include Me, Myself, and I Know, The Magic Number, Stakes is High, Ring, 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 Say No Go, Break of Dawn, Ooh, Buddy, All Good, Ghetto Thing, I Am, I Be, Ego Trippin', and countless others. De La Soul was unique in that they emerged in one decade but seamlessly transitioned into another, all while adapting their style and production to keep up with the times. De La Soul was
Mike Nice said that he might have had heart issues. He had heart issues.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you realize there's starting to be a lot of people catching heart attacks after we had to get fully vaccinated?
Nuh-uh. They was catching heart attacks way before
But
that.
it's now it's very noticeable.
They probably wasn't even vaccinated. Not here. We believe in the vaccination.
Vaccinate.
No, listen.
Boost it.
I'm vaccinated all the way up. But I'm saying, now if you really look at it, you're starting to see a lot of people come out with a lot more heart problems, more than ever.
That's because of the meat.
It's the meat. It's the meat.
It's the meat. See, look, they telling you, Mike Nice said I agree, but LaWanda said cut it out.
Yeah. Cut it all the way off.
The virus has been affecting folks' hearts and lungs. Don't believe it's from the vax. I think it's the virus,
Yeah.
Long COVID.
I believe that COVID, you're going to have lasting effects from COVID if you've ever had it.
Yeah.
That's going to be, it did something to you in there.
Don't say that because I caught COVID once.
Me too. What?
I had it twice.
I caught it once.
No, I only had it once.
No, I had it twice.
Thank God for that.
But remember when COVID first came out, they was talking about the vaping pens and they banned all of it. They didn't know what was going on.
There's so many things that we're out here consuming daily now that I think that our lifespan has just been cut legitimately in half.
I said yesterday the new grandparents is 41.
Yep.
41.
Yep.
The new moms are 17.
Jesus.
And the new criminals are 12.
And you ain't lying. You're absolutely correct. Wow. This is why I said I ain't got no time to be playing no games. I'm 45 years old. I done lived most of my life. I don't got much left. Stop playing with me. I ain't got time for it.
Just in the interest of time, Jason Derulo uses robotic dogs as backup singers for his pre-Super Bowl party. We got those same robotic dogs right over here at MIT.
Wasn't Jason Derulo supposed to be doing something for the Super Bowl?
Pre Super Bowl party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how did he do? Because remember his leg got broke.
I don't know. Well, maybe that's why he used the backup dancers.
It went well.
It went nice?
It was all right.
Okay.
Nothing to talk about.
Blueface tells Krishan Rock that he's her daddy now.
Oh.
That's nice. Will Smith helps raise $10 million for Ben Crump's new history-making law school.
Oh,
good.
Law school. Nice.
See, I like Will Smith. Even though that the world tried to make him seem like he was a an aggressive deviant. He's still out here just trying to live his life and have a good time.
And Bad Boys 4 is coming out soon. No.
I mean, I'll see it. I'll
This
see it
because
if
you've
it's
seen
out
1,
there.
2, and 3, right?
Yeah, like I gotta keep
Okay.
up. That's how I feel about the Fast and Furious franchise.
Oh, you gotta see
like,
10.
I gotta see 10 because I've seen all the rest of them.
What they gonna use for a car? The ride?
They got some new things coming out.
Kodak Black and Justin Bieber sued over concert after party shooting. Remember that happened a little while ago.
Oh.
And Martha Stewart sends the internet into meltdown with a new Snoop Dogg tattoo.
I think Snoop.
She did that.
Snoop is
Hitting that?
Yeah, he definitely.
He at least
You think so?
He wouldn't cheat on.
Snoop has a new commercial for Skechers.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And wore Skechers at like his last concert in the thing. And that's dope.
That is.
See, that's what people should
Good
be
for
capitalizing
Skechers.
off of these.
But you know what's crazy? I want to cut y'all off quick fast. Nobody would say that Soup is not selling himself. You see how he took somebody's business and said, you know what, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, and the third, and took the revenue and created something. But if Sauce did the same thing and took Spark FM to another level, they're gonna say she sold her soul.
They hating.
That's all. That is the thing that I have a problem with, like that whole thing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
In other gossip news, DDG and Haley Bailey are the new Love and Hip Hop Z-list celebrity internet drama. Thank you for bringing that up.
Because who is DDJ?
He's a singer.
Oh, is he?
I had no idea what he sings, but I know that he is a singer. And then they were going back and forth with, what is the girl name? The little sexy girl.
Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose. I had to research, she's a rapper now.
Okay.
She's a rapper. So they used to date prior to him and Haley. And now that it was rumored like in the last couple of days that him and Haley had broken up, but maybe they haven't broken up. So now Ruby Rose is calling DDG all kind of things and all kind of, N-words ain't ish and BAN and all kind of stuff.
Why can't they all just date?
And Haley said,
You know what,
don't
Chris?
let the devil destroy you.
Yeah. She's such a sweet girl. She's a Disney princess, so she don't need that kind of drama.
Y'all leave Ariel alone.
Oh, he's a YouTuber turned artist. Oh, because I couldn't figure it out.
Me either.
And she said, I ain't heard a song yet. Me either. Me either.
Did you not hear me say the other day, no talent is the new talent?
Right.
Literally.
That's it.
Because as
You're
long
right.
as you got a good internet connection and a good camera, a good quality camera,
And a washing
you could
set.
be the same. And a washing set.
Gotta have a washing set.
You can be whoever you want to be in this world.
And a washing set.
And a washing set.
Good night.
And last but not least, the Indian government asks citizens to hug cows on Valentine's Day.
Cows?
What?
What?
This is
why?
our random news story or what? WTF?
Did you say that's a random
Hug
moon
a cow.
story?
Where we supposed to get the cow from? What did he say?
Loose emus
didn't
and
say
we
hug
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 a
a
it.
cow. Let's see what the significance is, because I'll go hug a cow. India's government-run animal welfare department has appealed to citizens to mark Valentine's Day this year not as a celebration of romance, but as Hug Cow Day to better promote Hindu values.
Amen.
The Animal Welfare Board of India said Wednesday that hugging cows will bring emotional richness and increase individual and collective happiness. Where is the nearest cow for me
There would
to
be a
hug?
lot of empty farms. If we
Right over there. Where's the farm that we go get the ice cream over there in Sharon?
See, y'all missing between the lines. It's not they saying to go actually hug the cows. They saying it's the big man season. This is time to get a big man, love him, hug
what
him,
they
and he gonna
saying?
treat you right. Yeah,
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I'd rather hug a cow.
Oh.
I don't want no hug from nobody. Give me a cow. Let me hug a cow.
I'm gonna hug you.
And I'm gonna drag that cow and put it in the back of my truck.
And eat it.
I'm gonna hug you,
And
big
I'm gonna cut
chitty.
that cow to pieces in my
And I'm
basement.
gonna say moo while I hug you.
And I'm bringing that chocolate for you so you can hug me.
Good night.
So sauce.
So we're gonna leave here. We're gonna go down. If you guys want to hug some cows, I'm gonna call down to the Franklin Park, see what they have for
I don't
available.
think they have cows at the zoo. Cows is not a zoo animal.
There's a couple walking by outside the zoo, but
Good night.
There's no cows in the zoo.
Why you say really? Oh, I thought you meant really when he said there was a couple walking by. No,
for real.
No, cows don't be in the zoo. They're not a zoo animal. They're a farm animal.
When last you been Franklin Park?
When last you been
You
there?
see Little Joy at the bus stop?
I thought that those were all the things that they
Wait,
did.
that's
I
what I
thought
got
Franklin
30.
Park had all of the things that don't typically be in the zoo, like spiders and cows. And a couple of, they don't got a little pig thing over there either?
They have a petting zoo. They do have a petting zoo.
They are missing the emu.
You gotta just hug a cow today.
They're missing the emu.
They're missing the emu. They definitely.
There's no cows at the zoo?
They might be. You're right. They do have a petting zoo there, so they might have some in the petting zoo. But cows aren't a zoo animal. Cows are a farm animal.
What if I don't live close to a farm and I want to see a cow?
Some of them guys, you date a cow, so animals, zoo animals. So you ain't got to worry about. You already had your experience with zoo animals, darling. You're good.
I'm going to investigate this because I don't believe that. Let me call Franklin Park and see. I'm be like, hello, do y'all got any cows over there?
No cows in the zoo, Sauce. LaWanda confirmed it. There's no cows.
Oh my God, shut it down.
What's LaWanda like? The zoo
they don't
police?
got a farm. They don't got a farm
LaWanda
section
and
of the
Janet
zoo.
are they're like walking encyclopedias. It's
really
crazy. Yeah.
They know all the things.
Yeah.
Like literally all the things.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, they don't got a farm section in the zoo.
Yes, they do. Franklin Park does have a petting zoo in the beginning when you first come in. They have a petting zoo. And I think that the petting zoo has little goats and little pigs and stuff in there, so there may be a cow in there. But cows aren't a typical
I get that part. I just want to know if they have a cow there. So I'm gonna call and find out if they have a car. Because even if they should have a farm section of farm animals at the zoo for me to look at. I want to look at a cow there.
You're gonna get you a bottle of Patron, and you'll see all the cows you want.
That is true.
Hey, Sauce, I think you should sit in therapy with me. My therapist is right here. She's waiting for me to get off the show.
Wait, you don't pet cows either?
Why?
Do they kick you? Oh, that's the horse.
That's a horse.
I gotta do some investigation. We gotta go. I gotta get on my Google.
Horse, bulls, donkeys, kangaroos
bulls?
kick you. Horse.
Oh.
What's a horse?
A horse. Hey.
He got a New York accent.
I'm from Brooklyn.
A horse. A horse. They might put a W somewhere in there. A horse.
It's a horse.
Yeah,
They call it a horse.
Use.
Out of here, New York. Bye. Anyways, people, we gotta slide up on over to the side because
thanks for having
I gotta go investigate. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Yes,
I appreciate it. I'm
You're
trying
awesome.
to be permanent.
Yeah, you trying to be permanent?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm joking. Triz ain't having that.
You know
misery when he come back. He want everything the way that it's supposed to be.
What? Y'all changed something?
How dare you? I was only gone for 6 months.
Exactly.
How dare you come back and change everything?
Lord.
Crazy.
You have to check in on him probably.
I know. I've been trying to follow. He's not been posting enough for me to see things, but we'll see.
Yes.
Anyways, people, we got to go. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. 2023 is the 50th anniversary of our beloved hip-hop. February is Black History Month. Join Spark FM as we tour our favorite black-owned hotspots in VIP style. Saturday, February 18th.